welcome back to another exciting episode of Cross Street Classics. We're back here with a special episode today. This is our 64 Chevelle. This is a true SS car. It's convertible. It is a 283 two-barrel car and is a factory 4-speed. A little history in this car. My dad purchased this car back in, I think it was 1988 or 1989. He had one like this in high school. It was an automatic though. It was blue with a black top, black interior. And he always wanted one, and this is one of the first cars that him and I ever restored. Amateur restoration. I was still in high school when we did this car. This car was originally silver with black top and black interior, but we did it's a 66 red, I think it's called Bolero red. He wanted to do red with the white top and white interior. But eventually this car is going to go back to the original colors, the silver with the black top and black interior. But this car's been sitting, I think last time it was on the road, inspection-wise, was, what's that say, Blake?
2011.
2011 was the last time it was inspected and driven on the road. It's been sitting here. He signed it over to us a few years back, basically gave it to Blake. And we haven't really done nothing with it. My intent was to basically blow the whole car apart and just tear it down to nothing and start over again and restore it correctly. Under the hood, you can see here, it's just from sitting, it's kind of deteriorated. We had the carb rebuilt, I think 4 or 5 years ago. Just had it rebuilt because it wouldn't even idle real good. So we did have that done. So it should run. It should start just fine. It's cranking over. We threw a battery in it here. Blake got the booster. We got some gas, and it does have no brakes on it. The brakes for some reason are out. So we're gonna take us up to the shop and get it up on the lift and go through the brakes. And the one thing Blake wants to do, he wants to drive it this summer. So we want to put a dual master cylinder on it just for safety. So I'm sure there's a kit out there for it. I haven't looked yet, but there's got to be some kind of a kit to retrofit a dual master cylinder onto this car. So we're gonna get it running and head up to the other garage, and we'll see you up there. All right, guys. So we're gonna squirt a little gas in here and get this thing running. Like, open the throttle up. Choke's closed. All right, I'm gonna stand back and crank it over, like, see what it does. Promising.
Fuel gauge went up.
All right, there must be fuel in it. This will take a little while. Go ahead. Hang on. Dump a little more in there. Sure, the fuel bowl is dry. Flood might even be stuck. Who knows? But go ahead. Yeah. Now. This thing always was hard to start. Nah, go ahead.
Fill her up.
Yeah, well. Should take the fuel line off, see what's going on, but go ahead. Yeah. Now. Put some fuel in the fuel bowl here. Try that out. All right, good.
Why don't you with the hammer?
Yeah. Try again. Hang on, wait. I'm trying to put fuel down the vent here. Make it fill the fuel bowl up. Okay, try that. Let's keep running, boy. Hang on. I don't know if the fuel pump's any good or not, to be honest with you. Go ahead. Let me take it up. I'll drive it. I'll drive it, yeah.
This thing does just sound incredible.
You can. Nothing. All right, guys, so we got the Chevelle up here in one piece, no brakes and all. It's kind of a weird feeling driving the car without brakes. We just brought it through the yard, and I just got to the garage here, killed the power, left it in gear, and just coasted to a nice, easy stop. You can see the car a little bit better. You know, these 64 SSs are pretty cool with all the trim they had on them. You know, it was a 1 year only thing. The 65s, they pretty much cut almost all the trim, except for I think maybe the wheel well moldings and a couple pieces on the trunk, which were different than these. But the car has actually held up real well. I mean, we finished this car in 1993, and you know, the body work is all still looking pretty good. There's no signs of rust anywhere on the car. These tires are still from 1993. Also, I don't think this car has 10,000 miles on it since the restoration. I'd say maybe 5. Just never drove it much. Options on the car are pretty minimal. The 4 speeds, the big thing. You know, the V8 283 tube barrel. That's the base V8 on these. They had 6 cylinders and they had 327s in them. Power steering. We did add the power steering to it. I remember my dad went to a local junkyard and they had a 64 coupe 2-door hardtop, and we pulled the power steering system off and put on this car. And this thing's like, what's one of them ones you can just turn it with your finger. It's ridiculously easy. No power top, no power brakes. Depending on the system I find for the dual master cylinder, we may put power brakes on it too. We'll see what happens. But yeah, overall, I mean, the car is it's in great shape. Yeah, because Blake wants to get us out and drive it. You know, it cleans up fairly decent. And we had this back bumper was re-chromed when we did the car, and all the emblems are new. We did cut some corners, only, you know, just not knowing what the right things to do were back then, and you know, budget constraints back in the day, limited to what we did. This bumper here, the front bumper, we had it re-chromed a few years back. I think maybe 3 years ago we had it re-chromed when we were doing the Jaguar for my father-in-law. We had this sent out, and it's just been sitting with the wax on it. And I think Blake wants to get that on here too. It's part of his master plan. All right, guys, so what we're going to do now, we're going to get this up on the lift, and we're going to find out why we have no brakes. He said the master cylinder is dry, so we're going to suspect a leaky wheel cylinder because all the lines are new, and I think they're all stainless steel too. So we're gonna figure on getting some new wheel cylinders for it. Probably just do all four and dig into the master cylinder situation. So anyway, guys, I think it's going to be it for this video. This is just kind of an introduction on this project. You know, we want to get into this car here pretty good. Yeah, probably won't be this fall. It might be, I don't know. But this is going to be just a quick video here on this, and then we'll do one on the brakes. So as anyway, guys, we appreciate you watching, like and subscribing, and we'll see you later. Thanks.